Welcome everybody to Pilates Fusion. Thank you for coming. We're going to start on hands and knees. So if you know you've got sensitive knees, grab your blanket and put that under them to help soften the joints. So you've got your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Just spread your fingers a lot and press into the palms here. Start to push the floor away and broaden behind your shoulder blades. And press the top of the feet into the mat. Lift up your belly away from the floor and then start to continue the movement into the pelvis, into the mid-back, into the upper back, into the chest, round all the way through. And then inhale, really slowly, deliberately, lengthening the front body, filling with oxygen, and then exhale again. Super slow, rounding through, broadening your shoulder blades. And then starting to mirror movement with breath. The next time you come through neutral and there's no rush, we're going to send the left leg away, point the toes, unbend the knee, beautiful. Right arm comes out, thumb up is towards the ceiling. We're going to lower and lift the arm and leg together. Lower and lift. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Fabulous. And last one. And then let's set the hand down, please. Leave your leg long, tuck the toes under, and push yourself back into that left heel. See if you can switch on a stretch into the calf, into the attachments to the feet. If that isn't enough of a stretch for you, you can pike your hips up. That's totally optional. Just press into that heel. Breath in to come back to the right knee. Leave your left leg where it is. Tuck the right toes under and start to turn yourself towards the left wall. So you're going to set your left foot down, tuck the pelvis under and open up to the side wall. Yeah, beautiful. See if you can really tuck those hips under. Spread the skin, stretch it between your fingers. Deep breath in, exhale, unrotate yourself, take the knees wide, toes together, sit back into a child's pose, forehead to the mat. Just allow your hips to heavy on your heels. Deep breath in to bring yourself up. Then reset yourself into your quadruped. Spreading the fingers, find the broadness behind the shoulder blades, send your right leg away this time. Find length, beautiful. And then that left arm comes out, thumb up towards the ceiling, unbend your elbow. When you're ready, we're lowering and lifting arm and leg. Inhale, exhale. Try to steady your spine so it's just the arm and leg that move. Two left. And then on the last one, hold the leg up but bring the hand down. And then place your right foot down and start to push back into the right heel. Again, notice if you're happy there or if you need more of a stretch with the hips up. Inhale, exhale, bring your left knee down under the left hip. Set your right foot down exactly where it is, leaving your left hand where it is and starting to open yourself up to the right side wall. Really activate this top arm, spread the fingers, switch on both sides of the hand, rotating your hips to this wall so much that you start to feel a stretch down the inner thigh and the attachment to the groin on the left side. Deep breath in. As you exhale, unrotate, sit back into a child's pose. Inhale to your quadruped, tuck your toes under, shift your hips back a little, start to float your knees off and climb into a down dog. Walking through your heels when you get here or making any movements that feel right. If you're walking your heels, take a little pause and then bend the knees a lot, lift your heels up really high and see if you can press your chest towards your thighs a bit more. See if you can move your upper body towards your feet some more. Once you've got that, then experiment with straightening the legs. Lovely. Softening the knees, taking a walk up towards your hands, please. Pausing here, soften knees, thumbs to the insides of the elbows, little pendulum side to side. And then unrolling yourself slowly to stand. And when you get here, inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale to halfway only. So here over the edge, get really long in your spine. Make sure you don't lock out your knees. And then reverse your way back through the move. Arms come up. And exhale your hands down to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, come halfway. Inhale, reverse your way back to standing tall, arms over the head. Exhale, palms down to heart center. We're going to step the legs wide. If you want to turn around to face the front, you can. And arms go out to the side. So we're sinking into a plie squat here. So it's lower and lift. Inhale and exhale. The hips and the legs do the work. It also stays standing nice and tall. 4 more here. Now leave the arms out and pulse down. And press. Good. Repel the knees away from each other. Now we're going to rotate to the right. So 1 pulse down. 1 rotate, come center and lift up tall. So come down to the right, center and up. Lift up that left heel as you rotate. Yes, if you want to add lifting up both heels in the center, you can. It's down. Rotate, come center and up. This time we're holding in our kind of lunge position. So facing the right. Turn both feet so that they face that way, swivel around on your back foot, and then inhale your arms up, and perhaps you can carefully lower your back knee down. Point your back toes and sink into a crescent lunge. So we've got our back knee down now if you can. You're lifting your chest up and you're actively pressing the hips forward, engaging the glutes. Deep breath in as you exhale. Bring the hands down. So you've all got your right leg in the front, so you're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right leg and find a rotation. So most of you be rotating the opposite way to me. Right? So you've got your right leg in the front, so left arm, that's it, yeah. Deep breath in. Exhale to unrotate. Fingertips come down on either side of your foot. Tuck your back foot under, lift the knee off, come into a wide-legged position. Just enjoy your straddle stretch here for a moment, both feet facing forward. Allow the crown of the head to draw down towards the earth. Softening the knees and then coming through a rounded back carefully to stand. Rolling the shoulders down your back when you get here. Inhale the arms up, we're lowering down and up. Inhale, exhale, perfect. We've started to include some bigger movements in our warm-up. I was thinking it might be colder today than it actually is in here, but we'll definitely feel warm, won't we, by the end? So this time, hold the arms up and find a little pulse. It's press and press and press. This time we'll rotate left. So one press down, rotate, come center, lift the arms up high. That's it. Come down, rotate, come center. Adding in your heel raise if you liked that, ignoring it if you don't. Come down, rotate, center. Beautiful. Last one, and hold it here, please. So square everything up to the front and then lift the arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower that right knee down to the mat and then point the toes. Shift the weight forward in the hips. Lift your chest to the sky, find your crescent lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that right arm down to the outside of your left leg and find your rotation. You can just put the forearm on the thigh, it doesn't matter. And then unrotate. Hands on either side of your front foot. Pick up the back knee, find your straddle. Both feet face forwards. And then maybe heel toe your feet in so that you'll end up in a forward fold. Soften the knees and come through a rounded back to stand. Head and neck come last. Widen the legs a little. Rotate side to side. That was our warm-up. Excellent. And we're going to start with the yoga flow at the front of our mat. We've got a little bit more standing Pilates thrown in for fun here this morning. Just a traditional little flow to continue our warm-up at the start. So feet either 6 inches apart or together, whichever you prefer. You're going to inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale, flow forward and down. Softening the knees, stepping your right leg way back. And then the left, find a plank. You can be on your knees if you want to for your plank. Draw your belly away from the floor, broaden the shoulder blades like we were doing in our cat-cows. And then dropping to the knees, widen them, toes together, child's pose. Shifting forward just a little to tuck the toes under, float the knees off, find a down dog. And then walk feet to hands. And come through a rounded back to stand. Inhaling, the arms widen up. Exhaling to flow forward and down. Softening the knees a little, stepping way back with the left leg. And into a plank. Drawing the belly up away from the floor, engaging your pelvic floor. And then widen the knees, sit back into your child's pose. Inhaling, exhaling to tuck the toes under and to find your down dog. Walking feet up to the front of the mat. And coming through a rounded back to stand. Different this time, so feet together please. Inhale, the arms widen up. Exhale, draw a prayer through center and sit into a chair. So you definitely want feet and knees together for this one if you can. Broaden the top of your feet please and take the weight into your heels. Now we're going to take weight onto the left side. So you're going to lift up your right heel. And staying in your chair, you're going to extend that right leg back behind you. Yeah. So toes on the floor. Keep pressing into the palms. Keep the weight in the left foot. We're going to lift and lower this right leg. And lower. Lift and lower. You don't have to lift it very high. The leg is straight if you can. Keep your spine nice and steady. Lift and lower. 2 more. Now hold it up there, bend and straighten, exhale and inhale. So it should be a lot of glute work now on the left side. Bend and straighten, well done. 4 left, 3, 2. Keep it bent, bring yourself up to a single leg balance. Oh, that's a bit of relief, isn't it? And then right foot's coming onto your left thigh and we're sitting into a figure 4. Now you might want your blocks for your figure 4. So then you've got less of a balance challenge and more of a stretch challenge. So you pick which you prefer. One isn't better than the other. Perfectly fine to be here if you prefer that. Deep breath in. As you exhale, right foot steps way back to find a lunge position. Excellent. We're going to take our arms out to the side and upright the torso a little bit. Now you can either just float your foot up if you didn't put your blocks in place, or you're going to step this right foot toe to the top of the block and then come back to your lunge. So inhale, exhale to tap. Inhale to step back, exhale to tap. Good, 2 left. Going at your own speed, fantastic. And then hold your lunge. You can just set your blocks off to the side and step into a down dog, well done. It's up to you. If you want to stay in your down dog here. If you want to come with me, make it a longer down dog, so feet a little further away from the hands. Inhale, on your exhale, you're going to come into an up dog. So you can either roll over the top of your toes, or you can do a step. The hips drop down, the thighs stay toned. Inhale, exhale to your down dog, either with a step on the feet, or roll over the toes. Let's do that again, please. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Yeah, beautiful. And some of you might just be staying in a down dog, some of you might be taking a child's pose. This time your option is to repeat that with the up dog, or if you're feeling very feisty, you can give me a chest press up instead. So bringing yourself forward for whichever option you're picking. And then we'll all sit into a child's pose. Well done. Just allow the hips to relax for a moment. Allow the weight of your head to be held. Inhale, lift the head a little, tuck the toes under. Exhale to your down dog. walking feet up to hands. Find a forward fold here. You've got your block handy. You can put hands on the block and draw the crown of the head down towards your block or the floor. Allow the weight to fall forward towards your toes. And then softening the knees and coming through a rounded back to stand. Well done. Second side. Feet come together, broaden the top of them, spread the toes. Inhale, the arms widen up. Draw your prayer through center, find your chair. Excellent. So it's really important here that you aren't shifted forward. Do you see what I've done there? I've just shifted into the front of my feet. Switches off the glutes, but it's also quite horrible for the knees. So see if you can sit that weight back as far as you can, and then lift up the left heel. Float the left leg back. Top of the foot comes to the mat. That's it. And then we're going to lift and lower. Exhale. Inhale. So the tendency is to want to shift forward. Fight that urge. Keep it in the glutes. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Yeah, nothing's moving. You've got a nice bent right knee. Inhale, exhale, inhale. This time, lift it up there. Bend and straighten the leg. So it's bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Yeah. Think about lengthening the spine here still. 4 left. And then hold that leg up. Bring yourself up to a single leg balance. Try not to wobble over, and if you do, that doesn't matter. We've got our figure 4. So you're either going to hold here, or you've got your blocks for your greater hip stretch, less of a balance challenge. Lovely. Deep breath in as you exhale, lifting that left leg off, sending it way back to find your lunge. And then if you're holding the blocks, taking your torso off, arms come out to the side. So we're stepping our left foot now onto just a little touch of the toe onto the block and then back into your lunge. Yes, excellent. Or you could just tap your toe to the floor if you haven't got a block. So stand nice and straight on your right leg each time you step in. And we've got 2 left. Well done. Then let's hold in the lunge, setting your blocks to one side and stepping into a down dog. You could also replace the up dog that we did with a cobra, whatever, or a child's pose, whatever you want to do here to find something to oscillate with from your down dog or hold in your down dog. I'm going to make mine a long down dog into the up dog to start with. So on the next inhale, bring yourself into your back bend if you're doing one. And on your exhale, find your down dog. Settle at your speed with your breath. If you want to add in a couple of press-ups, feel free to do that. And then we'll all meet in a child's pose. Let's take a block out in front of us. So on its medium setting, leave your hips high this time and open up through the front of the chest, through the underside of the shoulders. Maybe your forehead will reach the mat, maybe it doesn't. Inhale, and then exhale to bring yourself up. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Walk the knees back a little bit. Find a modified plank pose here. We're just going to add in some hip circles. And then reverse your direction. We're going to pause in our modified plank. And some of you will stay here, other people will come into a full plank. I'm going to layer in some additional challenge if you want it, ignore it if you don't. So we're going to do a double kick with the right leg. So kick, kick and lower left leg. Make sure that your hips don't sag here. Yeah. Kick, kick. If you want to add a flex and a point of the foot on your kick, you can. So it's flex, point, good. 2 more, please. Last one. And then we're going to step our right foot forward to replace our right hand. Left knee comes down. Point the left toes. Well done. We're moving into a pigeon here. So we're going to walk our right foot towards our left hand. Your choices for pigeon are to stay here with your foot parallel with the mat, and for me to do a pigeon like that I would have to put the block underneath my hip there. Some of you might be able to come into a full pigeon in that way. Other people, you might just step your heel in the usual way that we do. So whatever type of pigeon you like to do today. And if you're feeling a stretch in your right hip, perfect. Out your inhales, elongate your exhales. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to upright the torso, but we're leaving our right leg in its pigeon position. We're going to bend up the back leg, and sometimes it's helpful to put a block under the left hand, gives you a little bit more space here. So really use your hamstrings to pull that left foot, that's it, towards the back waist. Right arm, press the air away with you and reach for your back foot. Some of you might actually be able to reach your foot, some of you might just be reaching in the general direction. When you get there, if you don't need the block, you can get rid of it. Some people might want to be on their forearm, whichever feels best for you. And then if you've happened to catch your foot, push your foot into your hand and pull with your hand on your foot. Notice if, like me, you've rolled onto the left side, and then even yourself up a bit. Deep breath in, exhale to release. Downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank, either on the knees or with the knees off. This time we'll start with the left leg for the kicks if you did those last time. Here we go. Kick, kick and down. Yes. Kick and down. And if you want to add in the flexing and pointing, it's flex, point and lower. Flex, point and lower. Flex, point, lower. You have 2 left. Last one. And down dog. Well done. Taking your left foot forward to replace your left hand this time, and lowering to your right knee. Pointing the right toes, walking your left foot towards your right hand, and setting up for the same pigeon as you did on the other side here. If you want to pad up under your hips with a blanket, you can. Space into both sides of the waist, all along the front body, the back body. And wherever you're at, let's upright the torso. If you used the block last time, it goes underneath your right hand this time. Going to bend up that right leg. Use your hamstrings. Even up the weight between left and right side, and then send your left arm away. Really enjoy the transition. It's as important as the final destination, and then maybe you catch your foot. Maybe you don't, and if you're just rotating, you can put your hand on your hip if you prefer. When you get here, adjust to whatever you did on the first side. Great. Make sure you don't roll over onto your right side too much here. Deep breath in, exhale, release that leg, downward facing dog. Inhaling up the right leg, please. So lift it really high. On your exhale, bend the knee, draw your nose to your knee, round through your back, and lift up onto the ball of the left foot as high as you can. And then replace your right hand with your right foot. Setting your left foot down at a little bit of an angle. You're going to pause in a pyramid here, so you might want to put your blocks on either side of your front foot. You want to lift up your kneecap on the right leg so that you don't hyperextend the knee, and then draw the left side of the hip towards the front so that you haven't swung your hips too far out to the right, and then draw the chest down, press into your left pinky toe. Breath in. As you exhale, bending the right knee and shifting your weight into your right leg a little. Taking one of your blocks up to the front so that it's a little to the outside of your right foot on its highest setting. You're going to step into a half moon pose here. So if you need to step in a bit with your back foot to give you a chance, and then up we come. So just like we did in the warm-up, only we were doing this kneeling. Now we're doing it standing, trying to make a capital L between both legs. Lean against your imaginary wall. Beautiful. Now some of you who are feeling feisty will take your left hand to the front of your left hip, trace your hand all the way down, and you might be able to catch your left foot for the quad stretch in this pose also. You can also put that back toe back on the floor. You could stay in pyramid. If for any reason this pose isn't working, don't feel like you have to do it. Deep breath in as you exhale. Step your left foot back. Find your lunge again and into a down dog. Inhaling up your right leg. Exhaling. Oh, we just did that. Sorry. Inhaling up your left leg. And then exhaling it nose to knee. Rounding through and replacing left hand with left foot. Yeah, don't do the same side twice as I am known to do occasionally. And then you're going to set your right foot down, and we've got pyramid second side now. Blocks on either side of your left foot. Press into your right pinky toe. You want your left heel to be intersecting with the instep of your right foot. A nice straight line. Then you can swing the hips a little to the left and then draw them to the right. So the right side of the belly moving towards the left side as the chest draws down towards your thigh. Lift up your left kneecap. Beautiful. And just let the head hang here. Spinning around to the ball of the right foot so that it's facing the front and softening your left knee a little. This is where we step into our half moon on the second side. So if you didn't like it on the first side, you could stay in pyramid. Otherwise, you're setting your block up to the left of your front foot here. Take your step and open up towards the right side wall. Use the muscles of your back to stabilize you. Engage and tone all of the muscles in the leg. If you did this on the first side, right hand to the front of the right hip, trace down the front of that right leg, and maybe you can catch your right foot. Totally optional. If you've managed to catch your foot, press your foot into your hand. Deep breath in, exhale, soften that left knee, unrotate yourself and step back into your deep lunge, and then find a wide knee, child's pose. Well done. Inhaling through around and back to bring yourself up. We are moving on. Well done, everyone. So let's find our quadruped position. When you're here and you feel nice and steady in your base of support and you want your toes tucked under, we're going to lift up the left knee and the right hand and then place them down. Let's do the opposite. So left hand and right knee, and then place them down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So you're just lifting them up an inch. You're keeping everything in the back steady. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Two more. And then taking a pause, you can either repeat that or you can take your knees off to make it a whole lot harder. So you pick which you want to do. Only this time, the arm and leg combo, take a little step forward and then come back, and then the other arm and leg go forward and back. So you can either do option 1 or option 2. I don't mind which you pick. Whichever you're doing, you have 4 left. And 3. And last one. Take the hips back. Well done. Inhale your way back to your quadruped. Stepping your right knee a little forward between your thumbs. Your left knee is going to tuck between or just behind your right knee. So we're coming into cow face, and I know lots of you like to sit on a block or a blanket for this one. So I suggest, if you haven't done it for a while, that you start off on the block. You want your block on the floor, so you need to separate your feet away from each other so there is space for a block. And then when you're there, if it doesn't feel too bad, you might be able to either lower the block or sit to the floor. It's no glory in whichever you're doing, it's just where you're at. If you happen to be on the floor, lift yourself up and then walk your hips to the left a little. And then when you find the place where both hips feel they're taking a strong stretch, you can close your eyes. Let's take some full deep breaths here. Allowing the crown of the head to draw up towards the ceiling as the spine lengthens. Then floating the eyes open, we're taking left hand to the outside of the right knee, rotating and looking over your right shoulder. Deep breath in, exhale to release, and then lift yourself up onto your hands, walk your hands forwards, and let's send the knees back to their sides, and just a little gentle wag of the tail, side to side. Excellent. Second side, please. So left knee steps forward a little, right one tucks behind. Separate your feet, and whatever option you did on side one, repeat that here. When you get here, lift your hips and take a little step to the right if you're sat on the floor, and then sitting tall, taking some full deep breaths into the parts that feel like they're gripping and resisting. Give them an invitation to soften and let go. And then floating the eyes open, right hand to the outside of the left knee, gentle twist. Inhale as you exhale, coming back to the center, and this time we're going to take the legs out in front of us and just give them a little pitter patter. Well done. Good, we're moving on again. We're going to come and lie on our sides, please, now. So if we all lie on our right side, and I'll try and remember that you're doing the opposite to me this time, and we'll just lie all the way down. You want your knees a little bit bent in the front and toes are up. Imagine that your big toe joints are super glued together. Excellent. We're going to open up our top leg and then close it down. Good. So exhale and inhale. Let's go quicker, please. Lift and lower. Lift. So loads of glute strengthening today in case you hadn't noticed already. Lift and lower. Exhale. Inhale. And hold it at the top here. Little pulse. And it's 8, 7, 6. Bellies are nice and tight. Good. We should be starting to feel a bit of a burn now. Now we're going 1 inch and hold. So it's just a 1 inch open and then hold. 1 inch. 1 inch. Good. Now hold it at your maximum open and extend that leg and then bring it back. Yeah. Anyone feeling their glutes yet? Mine are screaming and everyone looks like they're like, oh, this is easy. I'm thinking, how much more of this have I got to do? How many more variations do we need? Okay, we're going to close the whole thing down and then open it up. This is the last variation. And lift. Lift, oh my goodness. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Oh, give it a pat. Well done. Dear me. Okay, we're going to lift ourselves up a little bit so that we're on our right forearm and extend the legs out so that they're at, you've got about, what, a 60-degree angle here in that right hip. Left arm comes up, and it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Yeah, really use your waist. If you want to make it double leg, feel free to go ahead. 4 left. And last one. Well done. Let's bring ourselves up through the center, please. We always take a little bit of a stretch break in the center to give our spine a chance to adjust between sides. So we're going to do staff pose here. So just lift the flesh out the way so your sit bones are sat evenly on your mat, and you can sit on the edge of your blanket if that helps you. And then you're just going to bring your chest forward, and you can just hold on wherever your hands happen to come to. Deep breath in, exhale to come up. Well done. Second side, please. You can lie all the way down. Find that 60-degree angle in the front of your hips, and then lift up your toes and super glue them together. Here we go, nice and slow. Open up the right knee and then close it down. Yeah, nice and smooth. Exhale all the way up. Inhale all the way down. Let's go quicker now. You're trying to make sure that your body doesn't roll around here. So use your stabilizing muscles in your belly and your back to help you. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now hold it up and press, 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 press. 4, 3, 2. Now we've got those 1 inches. So it's just a 1 inch move and hold. 1 inch and hold. 1 inch, hold. 1 inch, hold. 1 inch. 1 inch. Now hold it really open. Straighten the leg and then back to the toes. Straighten and toe. Nearly there. And now we're going to close it all the way down. So legs come down and then everything opens. All the way down, all the way up. You have 4 left, and then we're done with this. 3. Last one. And release. Well done. Okay. Bringing yourself up to your forearm and sending your legs out the front straight. Lifting that top arm up. It's exhale, inhale. That's it. And if you want to go double legs, you can. To lean back onto the hip a little more for the double leg option. You have 2 left. And last one. And release. Well done. Okay, we are moving on. And you now need your ball. People are like, when is the relaxation? It's coming. I know what you're thinking. Okay, the ball's going between our inner thighs, and we're going to lie down on the floor. So get a bit of a squash on in the ball between your inner thighs, just slightly above the knees. Fingertips gently touching the back of the head. And if during any of this work your neck starts to hurt, take a break and join back in when you're ready. So we're going to inhale to prepare, please. Exhale, round yourself forward. Inhale, come back. So your head is never going to touch the mat now unless you're resting. It's just the back of the shoulders curling forwards and then coming back. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. A little quicker now. Exhale, inhale. You can also interlace the fingers and push your head back into your hands here. I don't care what your elbows do. I do care what your belly does. So each time you curl up, really tighten the belly and give me a pelvic floor squeeze at the same time. Exhale, inhale. Good. Exhale, inhale. 2 left like this. Now we're going to start to add straightening a leg out. So one toe comes up to the ceiling and then the other set of toes up to the ceiling. Exhale, inhale. Make sure that you're not lifting your chin up and down here. Make sure you don't pull on your head with your hands. Make your belly do the work. Maybe you can go both legs now. And 7, 6, 4 left, 5, and give yourself a hug. Well done. Take a little break here. Little rock side to side. Take the ball out from in between the legs, place it behind the head. Push your head back into the ball. Just release some pressure in the neck for a moment. Press, 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 press. And then release. Well done. Okay, your options are to do exactly the same thing as we just did last time. Or if you want it a little harder this time, you can take your legs into a tabletop, and we're still squeezing the ball between the inner thighs. Fingertips behind the head. Here we go. And it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Let's add straightening a leg. And then the other leg. Both legs. 8. You're nearly there now. 4 more. Now hold with the bent legs and just squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2. Keep the squeeze on the ball. Now pelvic floor squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Well done. Feet come down, hips come up, place your sacrum onto the ball, find a full body stretch. Deep breath in, exhale, feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips up really high here, please, and then you can remove the ball. And see if you can get your hips maybe just a little higher. You can use your hands as a stand for the hips if you want, or you can squeeze those glutes to make your hips hold high. That's it. An imaginary magnetic force between the knees, keeping them in line with your hips. Deep breath in, exhale to release down. And we're going to extend our left leg long, please, and you're going to catch a hold of the top of your right foot with your left hand. Now, everyone will be different here. Some of you will be able to take your foot into a lotus position up high towards your left hip. Other people will have their foot on their thigh. That's totally fine, whichever you're doing. But keep the clasp and the position of the foot by using your left hand. Right arm comes over your head, and then you're going to take a step with your head over to the left side. Press your right knee down and take that yummy stretch along the right side of the body. So your right knee drawing down towards the earth and your right fingertips reaching towards the left side. Deep breath in. As you exhale, square everything up again. Release your leg and send it out long. Bending in the left leg this time. Right hand catches the top of the left foot. Foot either on top of the thigh or foot up onto the right side of the front hip. Left arm comes up. Lift up your head and your upper body and just take a little step towards the right. And then press your left knee down towards the floor. Reach with your fingertips of the left hand towards the right side and take that stretch down the left side of the body. Deep breath in. As you exhale, square yourself back to the center, release your legs, and start to find a comfortable position to relax in. And I'm just going to shut that door so that it doesn't keep banging on the chair while we're relaxing. So do use the blankets. I have washed them. They're nice and clean if you would like a blanket. When you're in position, allow your fidgets to come out. Make your adjustments. And then settle yourself down into a still space. If you know you don't like the lavender spray, just raise your arm and I won't come to you. Starting to breathe slowly and deeply. Allowing your body to feel held by the surface you're resting on. Soften your brow. Take a slow, smooth, deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale all the air out. A few more deep breaths, just like that. Let yourself settle into the safety of your own container, your own body. As you land inward, begin to notice how you feel inside. Without pushing anything away, simply notice and acknowledge any thoughts, any sensations that arise. If you notice a thought or a feeling pulling at you, or any area of tension, send your breath around that place. And invite yourself to relax. Loosen the grip as you settle inwards into the safety of yourself. Imagine now that your own inner landscape is a place that brings you peace, that makes you feel safe, relaxed, at ease. Maybe it's a room in your house or a place you've been, a place in nature, a warm embrace with a loved one. Whatever it is for you, see yourself in this space, this peaceful, relaxing place. invite yourself to sink more deeply into it. You are completely safe here to let go. Allow yourself to be held in this place. Gently repeating the following words to yourself with your breath while you hold in this safe place. Inhaling peace. Exhaling the word calm. Inhaling peace. Exhaling calm. And I'll be quiet for a few moments, and I'll let you know when it's time to finish. Starting to take a deeper breath in now, and a deeply releasing exhale. Letting go of the phrase, bringing your awareness back to your fingers and toes, to the room that you're in. Gently, slowly, moving yourself over onto your right hand side, into the fetal position, leaving the eyes softly closed, and pausing here. Taking a deeper breath in on the exhale, use your left arm to help press you up to a comfortable sitting position. When you get here, making two loose fists, stacking your forearms, drawing them to your belly and rounding forward a little. Taking a moment to notice how you feel right now. Knowing you can come back to this place anytime you need to during your day. Drawing the palms together, softly floating the eyes open with your gaze on your thumbnails. Be well. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. There's no rush to move.